Hello and welcome to the talkSPORT Goals preview show brought to you by Final One Standing, new from William Hill, 18 plus, the GambleAware.org. I'm Sam Ellard, and joining me to look ahead to all the Premier League games this weekend is Lee Phelps from William Hill. Hi Lee, how are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm really good, thank you. I've missed seeing you, Sam.
I know, it feels like with the FA Cup last weekend we didn't do a show. I said to you, it feels like we're almost starting a new season. We've had to wait a long time for some Premier League football. Should we start, as we always do, with a Final One Standing update, Lee?
Yeah, we're almost up to 1.5 million pounds that's been given away. We had
Good
last
work.
week, last time we saw each other that weekend, we had a £100,000. One single winner won 100 grand. Another one won 20. The 20k was split a couple of ways, so two people got 10 grand each. Yeah, so we go again this week. It's another start of another round, of course. You know what it is by now, surely. It's last man standing, basically. Free to play. You pick a Premier League team to win. If they win, you go through. If they don't, you're out. So if you haven't played it yet, then check it out on the app. It's all there. You can pick whichever team you like. If you're already in a game and you're still going strong, then it all starts up again with this Premier League weekend. So yeah, really looking forward to it.
Good stuff. Let's go game by game, shall we, Lee? We'll try and pick out some prices that might stand out to some of our listeners and viewers. Aston Villa versus Leeds, Saturday, 3 o'clock. Villa third, 3 behind City, 8 behind Arsenal, with a game in hand. Looking below them, they're 6 clear of 5th place Chelsea. Leeds 6 clear of the drop. Incredibly, since the start of December, only Man City and Man United have lost fewer Premier League games than Leeds, although Leeds have the most draws in that frame time too, with 7. And there have been just 7 goals scored in Aston Villa's last 6 Premier League games. I'm thinking, Lee, a low-scoring Aston Villa win just?
Yeah, don't mind that at all. Yeah, they're just a touch of odds on to win the game, 17-20. Fair enough, isn't it? 12-5 the draw. Leeds to 3-1. I don't really think. Well, I mean, you know, I've said this a few times this season. If you get 3-1 in the Premier League and it's not against one of the so-called big teams, then do you take it? Well, have Aston Villa kind of muscled their way into those big teams? Do you class Villa as a team where I'm not sure I like Leeds at 3-1, mainly because of their away record, I guess. They've won just one of the last 18 top flight games on the road, drawing 5, losing 12. Look, the 2-2 comeback draw against Chelsea was brilliant. Shows great heart, doesn't it? And those points just all obviously add up to safety. Admittedly, they could have lost it if Cole Palmer had scored that sitter. But, you know, I think with that away record, I have to be with Villa. Got a 100% winning record in league games this season against sides who sit 14th place or lower. Never lost a league game against a promoted team under Unai Emery, won 14, drawn 4. So I think it's Villa. Because it's how they do it. Where do you find the value? Morgan Rogers is Villa's joint top league goal scorer this term. Got 8 goals. Brilliant season for him, of course. 2 came in the reverse win, the 2-1 win. So I think you probably want to add him in, and it wouldn't be a Leeds game if I didn't mention Dominic Calvert-Lewin, would it? It has to be done. I have to mention him. He's on the price boost. He's 7-1, boosted from 11-2 to score a header. And that just got me thinking, Sam, and I did a little bit of maths. You know, I like deducing these. So if you look at the starts this season, got 10 goals, 18 starts. That's 0.56 goals per start. 30% of his goals have been headers. So that's about 17% chance per game that he's played in of a header being scored by him. The market implies 12.5%. So there you go. There's a difference. So it should, if it happens, you're getting a bit of value about the 7-1 rather than just backing him. Rather than, we're offering, it's kind of around 12.5%, 17% chance of it happening. So I like that one. Let's go with that. 7-1. Dominic Calvert-Lewin scores a header in a Villa win.
Nice, I like that. Villa Leeds, 1 of 3. I switched off after 0.5%. You lost me on that one. I'm joking. Villa Leeds, 1 of 3 Saturday 3 o'clock games. Another one is Brentford versus Brighton. Brighton struggling. No side has won fewer Premier League matches since December than Brighton and Hove Albion. Their only win in that time coming against Burnley. Brighton just 7 clear of 18th place West Ham. I wonder, Lee, as well as the match odds, have you seen much money come in on people backing Brighton to get relegated?
No, not at all, really. It's all about those teams that we've already been talking about. I mean, the price is now, I'm just looking now, the 20-1, Sam. You know what I mean? That you struggle to find any price that's backable, really. I think Leeds at 10-1 looks big because they're not absolutely out of the water yet. But like we'll talk about this because obviously we've got some relegation threatened teams playing over the weekend. But no, not at all really. But I don't see them winning this one. I think Brentford are one of the best teams of the season, one of the most enjoyable teams to watch. Obviously, they've got players who can score goals. They seem fearless. I think we've talked about this before. I love the kind of juxtaposition of a Brentford who've got, and I mean this in the best possible sense, very little expectation of what their expectation was just to stay up. I guess a lot of these teams that might well be disrespectful to Brentford, to be fair. But what I'm trying to say is, then you have Tottenham, who seem to expect to be in the top 5, top 6, whereas Brentford just seem to, and Brighton are like that as well. They just seem to go into the games and play great football. I think this is a home win. They're even money. We've seen much worse teams at odds on this season at home. The word of warning is that despite Brighton's poor form and the pressure on their manager, the Bees are the opposite of a flat track bully. Green track specialist, I don't know what you would call them, but they've struggled against the lower ranked sides. So they've won only one of 4 games in the league at home against sides starting the round in the bottom 9. So they don't. It's almost like they raise their game against the better side. So there's just a bit of a word of warning there, but I think they win. Brighton second only to Spurs in yellow cards in the league, 63 in 26 games. That's an average of 2.4 a match. And the most away from home in the division, Brighton, 43 yellows in 13 away games. That's an average of 3.3. Over 3 Brighton cards in the game is 10-3. I know you don't like me saying 100-30, 10-3. I think that's a knocking bet. I really like that one.
You're on fire today, by the way, Lee Phelps. I'm loving this.
I've been studying for a week.
Yeah, you've had lots of time to make sure this is a very good preview show with lots of good stats and facts and details. Chelsea-Burnley, Saturday, 3 o'clock. I'm going to be there for talkSPORT, the radio old school on Saturday afternoon. Very much looking forward to it. Chelsea did win 4 in a row in the league under Liam Rossini before drawing with Leeds. They're 5th, 1 point behind United. Burnley, last time out in the league, did beat Crystal Palace. Their first league victory since late October. Chelsea have lost 2-1 at home to Sunderland and 3-1 away to Leeds. This season, they've never lost to all 3 promoted sides in a single Premier League campaign before, and I don't think that's going to change this weekend, Lee.
No, I don't either. They're 2-9 to win this. Very short. 5-1 the draw. 11-1 for Burnley. So you're looking at around a 8.5% chance of winning for Burnley. I was chatting to a Burnley fan the other day, and they don't want to keep Scott Parker at all. I was really surprised at how negative he was. I mean, I get it, they're going down, but you kind of from the outside, I guess you think that he seems to be the right kind of manager who does the right thing. I'm home win. Cole Palmer will want to make amends for the miss against Leeds. I think backing him to score in some form is well worth looking at. The price boosts. He's been involved in 14 goals in 12 league starts for Chelsea against promoted teams. 8 goals, 6 assists. 4 of those came 23-24 against Burnley. Scored a hat-trick and got an assist in that game. If you're looking for a pro Burnley back, I think they're still going to have a go. Jadon Anthony's been probably one of their shining lights. Most shots for the Clarets, 30 of those, 24 chances created. But their away league games have averaged over 3.5 goals a game. I think you go Chelsea in your ACCAs. I think maybe Chelsea -1 on the handicap. I think they win by 2 clear goals here.
And Cole Palmer as well has had a few days off. It looks like in Dubai, living his best life. So perhaps a couple of days away in the sunshine with the other half, he'll come back ready to go, fit and healthy, hopefully.
Yeah, let's hope so. Cole Palmer to score and a Chelsea win.
Good stuff. We go to West Ham Bournemouth, Saturday 5:30. West Ham unbeaten in their last 9 Premier League meetings with Bournemouth, and they've earned 10 points from their last 5 Premier League games. That's as many as they had in their previous 15. They're still in the bottom 3, West Ham, but now just 3 points off Nottingham Forest, having lost just 1 of their last 5 league games, winning 3. Bournemouth, meanwhile, unbeaten in their last 6 league games, while no side has won more Premier League games in 2026 so far than Bournemouth, which was a stat that blew my mind. Lee, I guess when you're in the Bournemouth, the sort of team where they're either they don't win one, lose one, win one, lose one. They're either on a long unbeaten run or a long winless run. There's nowhere in between, is there? Lee, when you're in the bottom 3, I guess every game is really, really important at this stage of the season. But in particular for West Ham, these sort of games at home against mid-table Premier League teams are games of football they just have to win.
Yeah, yeah, and the form's been great, hasn't it? I've long said that I thought West Ham wouldn't stay up, and I based that on the kind of the maths of the average. When you look at the points per game, they've transformed that really that average. I've been banging on about it all season, but they are still under a point a game average at the moment. Whilst all their relegation rivals, obviously, we're thinking Burnley and Wolves are probably done. Above them are averaging over a point a game, so they have to keep winning to change that. That what I just said suggests the safety barrier will be in the mid 30 points, maybe 36 points. They've still got a way to go to get there, but these are the kind of games like you just said. They are, we say the word must win a lot, don't we? But this feels like this is a sort of game. Put the pressure on Forest, because Forest have got a tough game on the Sunday.
And Leeds go to Villa as well, which is a tough game for them too.
Absolutely. So you've got and West Ham are still odds on to go down 4-5. It's getting closer to that even money mark. Forest 9-4, obviously with the new manager. Look, I think I just can't see how West Ham are they the type of team who just keep winning games. I know not winning every game, but do they keep putting wins in? I think drawing both teams to score here, personally. I think Bournemouth, as you said, the form's good. They've got, they just keep unearthing quality, don't they? It's crazy. Rayan's got 2 goals and an assist in a cherry shirt already. Scored 2 in his last game for Vasco in Brazil. So he's got 4 in 4 technically, on different sides of the world. But he's just, what a start to his career. And what's to say he doesn't score? They've got quality players in their ranks. I think draw both teams to score for me in this one. I think I don't think this is one where West Ham do get the points, and I still think they'll go down.
I see. In my mind, if West Ham stay up, I don't think Forest, Brighton, Palace, Spurs go. I think they are too strong to go down. I think if West Ham stay up, it will only be at the expense of Leeds. I've said that all season. I'm not sure. Maybe in my mind, I think Leeds are just maybe not as good as maybe what other people think they are. So I was surprised that Leeds at 10-1 to go down. That for me still feels like a big price. Leeds have got a decent, they're 6 clear of West Ham. But I still think that's a big price for Leeds to go down, Lee.
Yeah, I think it's tempting. I really do. And if you talk to Leeds fans, they'll be less confident than everyone else in the country of them. So yeah, I agree. There's tough games in this division. You only have to go on a bit of a sticky run for a few games and you get dragged back in. But at the moment, they're ticking over. Point a game. A point a game is probably all you're going to need to stay up. And they nicked a point at Stamford Bridge, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Keep doing that. Yeah. Keep nicking points. Get a win here and there. That gives you a bit of cushion for a loss. It's like you constantly. That's how I think of the relegation picture.
Yeah, and with Leeds, we mentioned lots of times on the show, just their home form as well. You think, they'll have enough home wins from here, maybe towards the end of the season that works in their favour. Lee, let's move on. We've got some Saturday night football. Man City, Newcastle. Man City with a win will go 2 points behind Arsenal. Wow. When Liverpool were beating Man City 1-0 a couple of weeks ago at Anfield, I did not think, a couple of weeks later, we'd possibly be in a situation where City find themselves so close to Arsenal. Man City are unbeaten in their last 21 Premier League home games against Newcastle, winning each of the last 16. In English top-flight history, only Everton have had a longer winning home run against an opponent, 22 versus Fulham, between 1961 and 2018, which is, surely Newcastle must have won one game there somewhere in the last however many years, especially since they've become half decent. Is this remarkable run going to continue continually on Saturday night?
They're a short price to do it, but yeah, I think so. The title race, Arsenal 4-7 as we speak right now. We've boosted them out to 4-6, 6-4 City. So it's as close as it's been for a little while now, and it's in Manchester City's hands now, isn't it? If they win every game from now until the end of the season, they win the Premier League. Amazing, really, when you think about it, with the game in hand. Obviously, the same can be said for Arsenal. If they win every game from now to the end of the season, obviously the game against City being the crucial one, they win the title. So, look, Pep knows what he's got to do. His team know what they've got to do. The problem is we've seen too much inconsistency this season from Manchester City to think they can go and do that. I think they win here. 4-9 short though, isn't it? It's not the sort of price that we generally put up on the talkSPORT goals preview. I mean, I'd looked at Haaland as a goal scorer. He's got 1 goal against Eddie Howe's men, and that was in this fixture last season, a 4-0 win. So he's not prolific against them, even though obviously City get good results. But I do think they win. It's just finding out how they win, I guess. I mean, Newcastle, that the fans are running scared of City, and you understand why from what you just said. I was talking to one the other day, and he was saying like they couldn't believe they'd drawn them in the FA Cup. It's like, no, that'll be the 5th time this season they've played them, and they just don't like playing them. A bit more confidence in the Toonami ranks after the European result. They filled the Carabag full of goals and went home, didn't they, the other night? Unbelievable performance from Gordon in the first half. I mean, like the goals he scored in the Champions League this season, it's mad, really, when he doesn't seem to be able to kind of, replicate that form in the Premier League, nor can the team. Can Tonali fill Bruno's shoes again without Guimaraes? They don't seem to be the same team. And with City, I like Semenyo. Got 2 goals and 2 assists versus Newcastle. One of those in the League Cup semi-final, of course. So I'm looking at Semenyo to be on the score sheet here in a City win. I'll probably go City to win and both teams to score. I think Newcastle are capable of getting a goal.
5 games done, 5 more games to go on the talkSPORT Goals preview show. This is the talkSPORT Goals preview show brought to you by Final One Standing, new from William Hill, 18+, gambleaware.org. It's Sam Ellard, Phelps taking you through the Premier League games this weekend. We've done Saturday. Let's go to Sunday, Lee. We've got 3 2:00 games, including Palace v Wolves. Palace, just 1 win in 15 in all competitions. Also Sunderland, Fulham as well. That's 11th versus 12th. Just 2 points separating the two sides. Palace, Wolves, Sunderland, Fulham. What are the standout prices here for you, Lee?
Yeah, well, Palace are 13-20 to win this at home. Can't have that at all. Just under 3-1 the draw. 4-1 Wolves. Palace is too short. Wolves are going down fighting, in my opinion. Obviously, a great result for them the other night. Wolves plus a goal, so you get a draw and a Wolves win, is odds against. I prefer that to Palace at odds on. And what about Jurgen Strand Larsen? He couldn't, could he?
He could.
He probably will.
Yeah, he's got more goals in 180 minutes of Premier League football for Crystal Palace this season than he did in over 1,400 minutes of football for Wolves this term. So there we go. Sunderland, Fulham?
Yeah, 13-8 Sunderland, 13-8 Fulham, 21-10 the draw. So it's a pick'em. Can't have that at all. Sunderland, once again, undervalued by our traders. Fulham have won 4 away games all season. West Ham, at Tottenham, at Burnley and at Stoke. Sunderland have lost once at home. Sunderland, home win.
Yeah, only lost 1 home game having there this season. That was against Liverpool last time out. Talking Liverpool, they're also playing Sunday 2:00 away at Forest. Vitor Pereira's first game in charge of Forest was a great win in the Europa League away from home against Fenerbahce. Forest 17th, 3 clear of West Ham with a better goal difference and did beat Liverpool 3-0 earlier this season at Anfield. How do you see this game going, Lee?
It's a tricky one, isn't it? Forest are just under 3-1 at home, 14-5 the draw, and Liverpool 5-6. So odds on. Huge game for Forest, obviously. Like you say, he did get off to a good start in Europe, but so did Sean Dyche. They beat Porto 2-0 in his first game as Forest manager, and look what happened to him. Good record against Liverpool in recent years, haven't they? I mean, obviously that 3-0 win at Anfield. It's just like, it's mad when you look at it, really. I think, I think Liverpool at that sort of price, 5-6, is fair. I think Forest can score, so I think maybe going Liverpool to win and both teams to score is a way in here. I think Liverpool has started to show real signs of recovery. Obviously, Wirtz is playing well, Ekitike is playing well, and Dijk seems to have really picked up. Obviously, Szoboszlai has been brilliant. A lot of those players who maybe have taken a little bit of time to settle in just seem to be getting to a level now, maybe an 8 out of 10 type of level, which is what they need. Gibbs White is your one you want to look at from a Nottingham Forest point of view. Shots on target if you're having a bet builder. But yeah, Liverpool to win and both teams to score would be my pick here. I think it's a fair way in. And Liverpool, I don't think they're completely resolute. Forest at home it's a bit like Leeds at home. There's going to be atmosphere there. They're going to have a right go, aren't they?
For sure. We've got 3 Sunday 2:00 games. We'll be together, Lee, watching them on talkSPORT Goals. And then Spurs Arsenal. I think a game that at this point just needs no introduction. The most anticipated game of the season by a long, long way. I think we all know where we're at with this. Spurs and their situation, new interim manager coming in, Arsenal dropping points to Wolves. Over to you, Lee. How do you see this game going?
Yeah, I can't wait to watch this. I really can't wait to watch it. Sat next to you watching this with all the drama and all the nerves in the studio, as well as watching it. As a neutral, I want a City win on Saturday,
For sure,
so we can really build up to this. And I still can't get over the fact that Spurs have appointed Igor Tudor. I mean, like, it's just every time I think about it, I'm like, where did that come from? Admittedly, he has been brought in to do like late season jobs at other clubs with mixed success. He has saved clubs from relegation a couple of times.
Well, that's your answer then, Lee, isn't it? You've answered your own question, haven't you?
He has qualified them for Europe, but there have been misses as well. And he's got no Premier League experience. If this is the toughest division in world football, and numerous managers have testified that it's a different challenge to other divisions around the world, what will the player? What if the players seem to have such a say at Spurs? It seems. What will they be thinking about this? Anyway, like, he's there, isn't he? Like,
he will be.
What
there.
A game to start with! What a game! It's a free hit in a sense for Tottenham because, you know, they need to win, but like, it's against Arsenal. Arsenal, of course, I don't really know what's going to happen. I'm like, you know,
that's why it's so fun.
In terms of the odds, I can't really have Arsenal odds on, given all the stuff that's going on. Are they calm enough right now to go in there, cool heads, and just get the job done 1-0? Not sure they are. I could see aggro in this game. I think the Tottenham players will be up for this. I think we'll see we can't see anything less than a really invigorated performance from Tottenham. Arsenal obviously up for it. I'm hoping it's everything we want from a North London derby. I could see plenty of cards. Great for a bet builder, obviously, and I can see goals because I don't think Tottenham are capable of defending. I think if Arsenal go for them, there will be goals in this. Yeah, I'll go. Let's do a bet builder, shall we, on the show on Sunday?
We'll do that. Abby and CJ in the same studio Sunday 4th. Will they both
we
make
won't
it
get
out?
a word in. We won't need to speak.
Good.
I'm
going to have a coffee and I'm going to sit back with our feet up and we'll let them two take it away. Easiest money we'll ever make, Lee. Can't wait for that on Sunday at 4:30. We've got one more game this weekend, Monday Night Football, Everton versus United. United start the weekend 4th in the table. Everton have lost 5 of their last 9 Premier League home games, as many as they had in their previous 28, Lee. Who would you fancy Monday Night Football?
Yeah, 12-5 Everton, 27-10 the draw, and just a touch of odds on Man United, 19-20. No home win for Everton since December the 6th. 1 defeat on the road for United since the 27th of September, Sam.
That's mad.
What?
I know.
Like, I don't even think that's true, and it's definitely true. I just don't think.
Are you sure it's true?
That was at Villa.
You're not making up stuff, are you, Lee?
The draw's a big player here, I think. But I don't mind Man United away from home. Probably another bet builder game. Your Monday Night Football. Look out for the epic boost across the weekend. And Mbumo, Cunha, Šeško's now chipping in, playing well. Bruno's been brilliant. Great bet builder match. I go Man United to win, both teams to score.
Lee, well done. Enjoy your Friday, Saturday night. Looking forward to seeing you Sunday for another big day of Premier League football.
Can't wait for it.
Thank you for watching the talkSPORT Goals preview show. Make sure you do join us from 2 o'clock this Sunday on the talkSPORT YouTube channel and on your smart TV, so we'll keep you across all of the Premier League action. We'll see you then, including, of course, the big one, the North London derby, Sunday 4:30, Tottenham versus Arsenal.